Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kat, and today is the 5th, and I just got paid. Woohoo! Okay, you guys, so I do this a little differently. I feel like most people, people tend to fill this out at the end of the week. Let's say they get paid, and then they show their numbers at the end of the week. But normally what I do is I go ahead and fill this out as soon as I get paid because, as we all know, I have a spending habit. So as soon as I fill everything out and all the money needs to go where it needs to go, I just basically empty my, make sure there's nothing in my checking, the minimal as possible. So we do not use any credit cards. We have no credit cards at this time, and hopefully for the rest of our lives. Before I started this journey about 2 years ago, we no longer had credit cards, and that's another story in itself. But I would never suggest getting a credit card, and I also will never return to a credit card. So usually that's why I kind of fill this out, because my spending and all that, you know, it's just going to be what it is, and we'll see how much is left over at the end of the month. I'll do a kind of a reveal of what's left in my cash envelopes, if you will. But usually I just go ahead and put this amount in here because I am going to be taking that full amount out of my checking. So, okay, so let's just get started. Oh, and also there's going to be some changes to my budget. I did this, you know, before January. And yesterday I received some news about some changes. Oh, that resulted in some changes in my budget, so I'll just disclose that to you here in a bit. So let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so I have over here a little sticky what I got paid. I just looked into our bank account this morning, and this is what the amount I was paid. I had overtime and a little bit of bonus, so that is what this number is going to be. I'm just going to round down, so I'm going to put 1697, and then we had some rollover of $5. So then the amount I actually have is 1702. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just hop over here on this side, get my mouse, and look to see what my bills are. So I'm just going to go ahead and put what our Comcast came out as, and then our Xcel Energy, because it's early in the morning, so I have not checked that yet. But I'm just going to go ahead and see how much that is, put this in here, and remember, Straight Talk is automatic, and that stays the same, so we'll actually be able to get the actual leftover amount that's at the bottom of this. Okay, you guys, so I just checked my accounts, and this has actually never happened before, but Excel has not been updated, and usually it's updated by now. Our statement is ready, so I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm just going to go ahead and account for the largest amount. That way I can go ahead and do my sinking funds and all that. So I just checked our Comcast, and it's at 167, so I'm going to go ahead and just round up to 168. Remember, Straight Talk never changes. I'm going to go ahead and do 188. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add those up. Okay, so the amount left over is 416, and I'm going to go ahead and put that here at the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to put 416 down here, and going to subtract that from Not sure if you guys can see, but my actual income total. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, excuse me. So this is going to be the amount left over. All right, so then I'm going to put this number down here. Okay, so for groceries, I'm going to go ahead and do that, or I'm actually going to bump this up just by $5, just in case there's like extra fees or something like that when it comes to my meal service. Then my husband gets 70, gas is 40, giving is 40. My office, I have actually this morning, I went ahead and did everything I needed for office. So what is office? So office is, for me, this is kind of my spending money, but I went ahead and saw what I was spending money on and realized it was just office related stuff. So office or budget related things. So it could be ink, it could be stickers, it could be paper, it could be pins. In this case, it was some stickers from Etsy shop and a plum paper notebook. So that, and I went over by $10. So I already know that. So that is the amount. So I will not be taking this money out this month because I just did everything online because I already have ink and all of that. Okay, it's 40. Okay. So if you might say, do you spend any money? Yes, you do, as you saw that I, went overboard last month. And this month, in the beginning, I also had like a little shopping thing going on, and I'll show you guys here in a bit. But usually office is my spending, but I just categorize it as office because that is literally what I spend my money on. So I could put this as cat, but I don't because I want it to be more specific, and I know that if something is not office related, then it means I went over budget on just items that I don't need because usually I just spend money on office things. So anyways, I'm going to add all these up and just get the total here at the bottom. Okay, you guys, for some reason I was getting 800 and all this stuff, but I did it multiple times. So 485. So I'm just going to put that right here at the bottom. So what is left over? So I'm going to subtract this number from here. Okay. So that is going to be 801 here at the bottom. And now let's go over to our sinking funds, and then I will also talk about some changes that are going to happen with my budget. Okay, so we're putting over here what was left over after subtracting from our cash envelopes. So the actual is, and it's so hard with this, being so thick, but I think that would go, that is a situation for any binder, planner. It's just the middle is always going to be in the way. Okay, so I know I want to do 19 for the Budget Mom challenge, $45 for Christmas, $125 for RAM, $17 for family, $100 for rent, $60 for maintenance. Then we got the $100 envelope. And I'm not sure if I misspelled that, but it's erasable. Envelope. And I did not have anything budgeted for that. And the 52-week challenge. Okay, so you guys, let's just go ahead and see what it is, because I'm going to have to take this money out anyways. So let me go ahead and grab that real quick. Okay, so this is my 100 envelope challenge, and let's just go ahead and see which one I get. Okay, I'm so nervous. Okay, make sure it's just one. Yep, it's just one. Oh my gosh, and it's even turned the other way. I cannot even take it. Okay, what is it, guys? Are you guys ready? $39. Okay. So that is for the 100 envelope challenge. $39. Okay, so I'm just going to put this right up here. Okay, and then we are... Why did I put a week 2 out? Oh, here we go. Excuse me. Week 1 for the 52-week challenge. And I have my bingo balls right over here. Okay, are you guys ready? Oh, I'm so nervous. Okay, let's go. Oh, a ball came out. Oops. Oh my gosh, guys, I had a ball that dropped. So which one should we do? The one that dropped or the one that came out perfectly? Okay, guys, I'm not looking at any. I'm trying to show you guys. I'm not looking at none of them. I'm just going to put one back in. And since the one that fell lanced out at me, I'm just going to put the one that came out perfectly back in. And let's just do the one that fell. Let's see what it is. Okay. Are you guys ready? Okay, let's see what it is. Okay. Oh, wow. 152. Okay. So I'm going to set this aside. 152. Okay. So let's go ahead and add all these up, and then we will go into the situation that I got going on. Okay. Okay, you guys. Sinking funds total is going to be 557. So what does that leave us over with? So you just subtract this with this number. Okay, 244. Okay, you guys, so what is going on in my life right now is my grandma. She is, I believe, in her 70s now. 70s or late 60s, very, very late 60s. And she has had COVID. She lives in New Mexico. And that state is really, 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 really taking the COVID hit hard. And she actually felt horrible, and she was so scared. She lives by herself, and she went to the hospital and they did the test, and she said that she didn't have COVID. And I mean, she was crying that she felt so bad and she was so scared. And she was telling my mom this, and she said like her knees were weak and she had really bad back pain and so on. And she felt so horrible that she said, I can't take it anymore, I need to go to the hospital. So they took her back to the hospital, and turns out she did have COVID. And not only did she have COVID, but she also had a strain that was from Europe or something along those lines, I believe the doctor said. So she is quarantined. They told her she needed to quarantine for 3 months. Because they know nothing about this strain, and it's highly contagious, is what they said. But anyways, so she usually makes her rent payments through like a Safeway or a Dillon's, kind of like a grocery store. It's right near her house, but she can't go out, and it's been cold, and she can't walk anywhere. She usually would walk because she doesn't have a license. Anyways, and she's just been really struggling, and the family members that we have that live nearby, I mean, they're busy with, you know, their own lives and whatnot, but I have taken it upon myself to take some financial responsibility for my grandma. So I'm going to be paying her rent, which is not that much, guys. When I figured out how much her rent was, because yesterday she was, you know, reaching out and saying, can you guys do this over the phone for me? And she never, ever, ever, ever asked for help, you guys. My grandma, she never asked for money, and she never asked for help. So when she asked for help, it's like, you know, it took everything. It took her so hard to come over her pride to ask for help that, you know, once she finally says help, then it's the time to help. So she asked, you know, if we could help her make a payment, and she was not asking for us to, you know, make the payment, but she was more of asking how can she pay the payment without having to go to the store and having to do all this stuff. So that's the situation. And I'm going to see also how much her electricity is and her water bill, and if it's under $150, then I'm going to be paying that for her as well. But I won't know that until later today, because my sister has to call her leasing office and then get my card on file to just have her rent automatically come out of my bank account monthly. So that's what's going on. So that will be new to my budget. So I'm not sure at this point, you know, I needed to see my situation. But in the future, it's probably going to be over here in the bills. But for now, because I already put my sinking funds and all that, I'm just going to add this to extra savings. But this will be, I will try to save for it. And you know what? I'm actually going now thinking about it. I think I am just going to make it a sinking fund. And then each week just put money into it. That way, for sure, when that time comes, I'll have money in there. So her rent is $56, you guys. Can you believe that? Because she's like on like some low income assisted living situation. So it's $56 plus there's a $16 convenient fee for paying with a card. So it's going to be about $72. Let's see. Yeah, about 72, and I just added a little few dollars just in case. And let's just say 73 because I just want to play it safe, and I'll just redo this number right here. So I'm just going to put so it's for her rent. So I'm just going to, and I didn't have anything budgeted, but I'm just going to put $73 there. So I'm just going to add that to this real quick. Okay, that shows $630. I'm going to do it one more time just in case. Okay, $630. All right, so now I'm going to subtract this from here now. $171. So now let's just go down, and I'm not going to do any extra for rent. So what I want to do, you guys, is out of this envelope challenge, 52-week challenge, I want that to go all to our truck. So that's why I'm not doing any extra debt right now, because after the challenge, I hope that we can just put all of that towards our vehicle. And at that time, whatever is saved in these envelopes should be enough to pay that off, you guys. So that is the goal. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and bring us over here to extra savings. Okay, so I'm bringing down 171. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, let's put 160 towards our house payment. So what I do is I just transfer this amount to our savings account. So this is why you don't see this money in hand or in video, because I don't even take that money out. I just go ahead and transfer it. So that will leave us with, and you subtract this with this. Oh, and this is 160 here at the bottom. $11. So that should leave us with $11 in the account. Just in case, there's something come up, or, something is charged a little bit more. But this should be solid. Okay. So that is kind of how I do things for myself. So I make sure that, every dollar, it has a place, and then, I don't really come back to this. This just really helps me with knowing where everything is and how much money I can move into savings. So today I'm going to be moving this amount over to savings. And also in a separate video, I'm just going to show you guys my envelope categories and then how I choose each denomination. And I will also show you me going to the bank and then also doing my sinking funds, cash envelopes, and the challenge stuffings. So I'm super excited. I also am going to just show you guys real quick how I'm doing with my spending. So I have this, but I also, and you know what, guys? Let me zoom out and show you guys this beautiful calendar layout. So look, guys, this is my calendar layout for my Budget by Paycheck workbook, and I got this from Life in Envelopes, Jennifer. Oh my goodness, guys, these are so pretty. I love them so much. So what I wanted to show you guys is this is a calendar layout on my Budget by Paycheck workbook, but here I just have, my bills. So I'm not tracking so much on this calendar. But I also have, because when I first started getting into budgeting, I made the mistake and I actually purchased the Live Rich Planner, and I thought that it was the Budget by Paycheck workbook because I was not that knowledgeable. And turns out that I had purchased that because the Budget by Paycheck workbook was sold out. So because it wasn't an option, I thought that I was purchasing the right thing. So now I have this large Live Rich Planner, but here is where I do my tracking. And let me try to put you guys over here. There we go. So I love the little tracking stickers that our budgeting and planning friends have, but it's expensive. So I went ahead and just thought, I saw somebody do it, and I'm not sure if Jay Wackers, Jessie over there on her channel, I believe it was her. I saw one of her older videos, and she actually was highlighting, and it kind of looks like the tracking stickers. So now I'm just highlighting. So this is what my spending looks like. So at the start of the month, I had, I think, around $80. So then look at all the spending I have. done, you guys. And this is why I try to do my budget and make it set as soon as I get paid and move everything into savings, you know, because if there's anything in checking, no matter the amount that it would be, I have such a problem, you guys, that I just spend money, you know, and it's so easy, you know, with Amazon and your card's on file everywhere. So it is so tempting, right? So this is the spending I did with that money and some money that I had left over in my cash envelopes. So on a Friday, on the 1st, I went to church. I went to Mass in the morning. And then after Mass, I got a coffee, and I got my husband a soda, and I got 2 donuts. And then Apple Music came through. And that's a bill that was budgeted for. Then I spent $38 on Amazon. And then me and my husband had pho to eat. And that's total. And then on Saturday, I went to Target. And I spent $9 on household items. I got paper towels, some cleaning spray, and what else did I get? Oh, and then I got a bag of bagels. So that was $9. Sorry guys, my camera decided to just stop. But anyways, as I was saying, so on Saturday, my husband wanted to get some tortas, and that is a Mexican sandwich. But it's not a cold sandwich. So, for example, it has steak, cheese, lettuce, tomato, avocado. I chose to get one that's called a Hawaiian one. I am that person that loves pineapple. I love pineapple on my pizza, stuff like that. So it had lettuce, tomato, avocado, slices of large pineapple, ham, white cheese. It was so good. And then we got McDonald's, and then I spent $7 on Amazon. And this, you guys, is because this food spending, it traveled into this month because, you know, I haven't been, I didn't get my meal service, and then I haven't been meal prepping because of, you know, just all the month end and then everything that was going on. So this is just a result of my bad planning and my lack of preparation. So usually we don't spend this much money on food, but this month and last month we have gone overboard. Okay. So then on Sunday I spent $53. I gave $53 to my church, and then I spent $15 on gas. And then yesterday, because, you know, we don't have any groceries and all of that situation, preparation, we spent $10 at McDonald's. And then this morning, I got paid, and I have this in yellow because this is what I spent for budgeting and just like my own spending, but it's usually for office. Spend $20 on Etsy, and I'm thinking it's about $18, but on my budget, I went ahead and put $40 just in case. With the plum paper. So yeah, so this is how I'm tracking my spending, and then I transfer this over to my tracking documents that are on my budget by paycheck workbook. Well, anyways, guys, I will let you go because this video has been long enough. So tomorrow I will be going to the bank, taking out our money and doing all of that. I wish I could do it today for you guys, but as you know, we only have one vehicle, and my husband said, can you just, you know, take me to work tomorrow? And I said, oh man. And he's like, please. And I said, okay, sure. So I'm going to take him to work tomorrow, and then tomorrow will be the day that I go to the bank. All right, you guys, I hope you guys have a great day. Let me know how your budget is going so far. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you liked the video. Bye, guys.